What's up? Welcome to the channel, everybody. Want to make a quick announcement. I just got a sexy haircut. I'll be showing that in the next video. So yes, today we're talking about how to keep clients and how I was able to re-sign all my clients to the following month. A lot of YouTubers like to talk about how to get clients, and most of my videos is about how to get clients, but not very many people like to talk about how to keep clients and what to do to keep them. So yes, that's what I'm talking about today. And if you're anything like me, then you think Zac Efron is the sexiest man alive. I don't know what that has to do with the video, but I really need some reassurance right now. So just let me know in the comments if you think that too. But listen, guys, the video is important because you can't make money from a marketing agency if you can't get your clients to sign the next month. You might be a killer salesman, and let's say you sign a deal for $2,000 a month, and you're like, oh yes, I'm going to be rich, $2,000 a month. But if you don't get that client to sign the next month, that's not enough money to even make a living. So, and that's not good money at all. And you're not going to be successful that way. Let's say I get a contract for $1,000 a month. Some people might be like, oh, that's a small contract. But if I get them to sign every year, that's 12 grand a year. And then if I get a few of those, that's 36 grand a year. Like, if you work your way up like that and you're consistent and you're good at this, then small contracts don't matter. What matters is getting them to sign every month. So in this video, I'm just going to be making a few points and explaining them. I do want to say, though, as a lot of you guys know, I'm new to SMMA, and a lot of you are all as well. So these points I'm about to make are based off of recent events and mistakes I've made, lessons that I've had to learn the hard way. However, I learned my lesson, I learned from my mistakes, and I was able to re-sign 5 clients to the next month. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. And hopefully those were some painful lessons. So hopefully you guys don't have to go through that. If you watch the video, then you won't. And if you watch till the end of the video, maybe you'll finally get a girlfriend that you didn't make up just to impress your imaginary friends. But first, listen, guys. A lot of people on the YouTube, like to make it seem like everything's so simple and easy and that they're just crazy successful overnight and that they don't run into any problems in their businesses. And as long as you buy their course, everything's going to be okay. But I'm here to tell you that's not the case, and that's not how it works. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to be depressed. You're going to suck your thumb. You're going to want to quit, but you just got to keep going. I recently just lost a pretty good sized contract, and I only signed him for 1 month, and he didn't re-sign to the next month. And there's things I could have done to prevent that, and there's things I should have done, and I probably could have gotten to re-sign, but I didn't. And that was a painful lesson. That's the lesson I was talking about in the last one. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys it's going to happen. You're going to have to learn from your mistakes, but just keep at it and don't get too down from it. I'm taking this jacket off because it's so hot. Okay, listen. Enough with all the negativity. Listen, guys. Well, first, some of you guys aren't going to like this. I'm going to just say it right now. Some of you guys aren't going to like this first tip. And, I don't want to sound like I'm all mature and like I'm your dad, although, it's possible I am your dad, but that's besides the point. I don't want to sound immature, but this is really important. I think it's a very important thing in every business, and it's character. You got to have character when you're dealing with people and when you're working with them. And if you want to re-sign them to the next month, you got to have character. And let me explain to you what I mean by this and where I went wrong with this. So I'll give you some examples. First, I'd have a client message me, and I didn't like their message, or I didn't understand their question, and I didn't feel like responding. So I wouldn't respond, or I'd respond a few days later when I felt like it. Another example is, say, we'd be managing a client's social media and we'd have a post that wasn't great, but I didn't feel like making another post, so I just posted anyway. And another thing I did was I'd have a client message me and be like, hey, Mason, I want to go over some stuff, have a meeting with you on Zoom. Let me know when you're free today. And I just didn't feel like having the meeting, so I just have it a few days later when I felt like it, or just not respond to them or something like that. You can't do that, especially if you want to re-sign them to the next month and be successful in this. You can't do that. You got to have character. You got to do the work even when you don't want to. I know you guys don't want to answer their stupid questions and have the stupid meetings because nobody likes to do those. I don't get why people want to have meetings. But it's part of the job, guys. It's important. You have that meeting every day. If they ask you every day, you do it every day. If they want this done, if they want that done, you do it. You just got to do the work, have character, and just, be honest and upfront with them. And you just really got to get it done. So let me give you guys another example of that. Let's say you want to pocket more money at the end of the month, so you hire a cheap contractor. Well, the chances are that contractor sucks because he's cheap, and he's cheap for a reason. You get what you pay for. Ask your mom. But that contractor's cheap, so he's going to suck, and then the chances of that client re-signing you is low. But if you hire a good price contractor and you don't get greedy, then the chances of that client re-signing you goes up. So, that's really it, guys. Just have character, do the work even when you don't want to, be honest, be diligent, and be disciplined, and don't get greedy. And that's the first tip. Number 2, this one's pretty obvious, but it's getting them results. If you don't get your clients results and if you don't have good services, you're not going to sign them the next month. And you're not going to have a marketing agency for very long. But the good news is, where I live, gay strip clubs are a big thing, so there's always going to be jobs for people like you and I. But seriously, guys, you need to have good services. And if you go the route of hiring a contractor, you better make sure you're hiring a good contractor. And if you go the route of doing it yourself, you better make sure you know your stuff and that you have good services. Also, side note, a lot of people ask me, Sir Mason, do I need to have a contractor before reaching out to people and getting clients? Obviously, you need to have a contractor before getting clients. And yes, the answer is yes. Yes, you should have a contractor before reaching out to people, or be looking for a contractor while reaching out to people. Okay, number 3, this one's kind of 2-in-1. Well, not really, but I'm just going to make it a twofer. But the first thing is communication. You got to be communicating with your clients. You can't expect to sign a client for a month and not communicate with them or talk to them that whole month. That's just not how it works. You should at least be talking to them every couple of days, and honestly, probably every day, especially for the first month, just to make sure that you have all the details of the project and you're doing exactly what they want done, and you want to keep them updated so they feel secure, I guess, and satisfied with what you're doing. And the other thing is, you got to download those statistics. You got to keep track of the stats. Hopefully, if you have a contractor, they're taking care of this, but if not, do it yourself. But this goes for any service. Let's just say you're doing social media management. At the start of the month, you download the statistics. At the end of the month, you download the same statistics. If you don't know how to do this, watch a video on how to download it. It's really easy, but it pretty much just shows you all the engagement and how many more followers you've gotten that month and everything. It's just going to show you everything you've done for that client that month. But this is important because you can use this as like a case study to show future potential clients and to sign them, and also to start building a portfolio. But also, you're going to need this to show that client at the end of the month what you've been able to do for them. So do that. I'll just be honest with you guys. I have my guy do this at the end of every month, and he makes this really nice, neat, organized document with these files in it, and it just explains everything we've done for him. It pretty much just says, look, we've been able to get your engagement up this much, get you this many more followers, this many more clicks, this many more sales, this much more traffic, and they have no choice but to make it rain on me because of this great document. So do this. I know if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have re-signed 5 of my clients to the next month. This is crucial. Okay, number 7. So something I like to do is do stuff that's outside of the contract. I do extra stuff each month that wasn't even included in the agreement. I use extra tactics to grow that person's business that wasn't even in the contract. This is especially important for high-paying clients because high-paying clients aren't going to settle for some mediocre work. You need to show that client why you're worth their money, and this is a great way to do it by going above and beyond and doing extra work, and they'll see that, oh wow, this person's going out of their way to do this. I didn't even tell them to do that. And yeah, that's a great way to get them to sign you the next month. Number 9, so I know I talked earlier about downloading the stats, but just go a little deeper into that. You need to show this client that you're making the money. Essentially, every client's hiring you to make the money in some way, shape, or form. So let's say you're running ads for them. You need to be able to provide exactly how much money you've made them that month. And if it's more money than they spent on you and more money that you've spent on ads, then it's a great chance they're going to hire you the next month because you've literally made the money. So you need to make yourself an asset to this person's company. Also, it doesn't just go for running ads. Let's say it's SEO. I mean, SEO is a long process, but still, you can say, look, I've ranked you this many slots higher this month, or I've used these backlinks and it's working towards doing this. You really just need to make yourself an asset to this person's company and show them that you're making them money. Okay, so to simplify everything, number 1, have good character, do the right thing. Number 2, get them results. Number 3, communication. Number 4, track the statistics. Number 5, go above and beyond. Number 6, I forgot number 6. Show them how you're an asset to the company. All right, that's really all I have for you guys. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll put the link to my new Instagram in the description. If you have any questions for me, ask me on there, DM me. And I'll put the link to the new Discord server in the description. It's not a temporary link anymore. I put a temporary link in the last 2 videos, and I had people messaging me saying they hate me and they were going to kill my family. But I fixed that link, so join that now. It's a permanent link now. My bad, guys. But yeah, just thanks everybody for watching and supporting me. I'm shocked that so many people want to watch my videos because I'm just like you guys. We all have the same mindset and we're all trying to do the same things. So just thanks for choosing to watch my videos. Comment what you want to see in the next video, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.